They're bears in Tahoe. Be safe. I got some bear spray today. Bears. Oh my gosh. Shh. Hey, Major Moxie here. Time for another adventure. I'm so excited. Fall's here, and I'm off to Tahoe to check out the salmon spawning over at Taylor Creek. I wait all year for this. It's October 20th. We're going to head up. Unfortunately, they don't have the festival this year. They're replacing some mats for some invasive species, and I think they're trying to cut down on the tourists interacting with the bears. Last year I missed the spawn, and I just got to visit all the dead salmon in the creek, and the bears had already hibernated. This year, I'm hoping to catch some live salmon and hopefully a bear from far away. This should be exciting. And when I say catch, I don't mean with the fishing pole. I mean capture on video. Fishing season closes September, and now it's October. No fishing for the spawning salmon. That'd be cheating. Only the bears get to do that. But I think they come around and eat mostly the dead ones. These bears are too lazy. Bitches be hatin'. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be shaming the lazy, fat bears of Tahoe. I should learn my lesson. Don't shame anyone. Don't mention the size of the bear's rump. People get offended too easily. I'll just say they're smarter bears and they choose to get the slower fish when they're not moving anymore, so they can save some energy. Sorry to offend any bears. This tree's made for a petite-sized bear. Think about crawling in there? Save myself? I wonder if a bigger bear could get me. Eat me out of this hole. Like I mentioned earlier, it's disappointing. The creek isn't cleared yet. I overheard some people talking, and they said that they are cleaning the creek out. They're going to do some removals. They're cleaning out some mats that were placed there to help some invasive species. I'm not sure. But there isn't a clear run up the creek for the salmon to spawn just yet, and they haven't let the water out of the Fallen Leaf Lake. They'll do that after they work on whatever it is they're doing down there. Fortunately, visitor center's closed, but we could still check out the creek. But there are no fish in it this week. Have to come back next week. Just heard a biker yelling at no bear, and here's the bear prints. They're just hanging out right here. Keep your head on a swivel while you guys are hiking. That's as close to fish as you're gonna get. They haven't come out of the creek yet. And that was vandalized, so you can't even go there. As a child, field trips were taken up here to see the salmon. I've brought my children up here to see the salmon. Unfortunately, someone vandalized the viewing area and they haven't replaced it or fixed it yet. But this has had so many children get to experience salmon spawn in nature. That's just marvelous. As of right now, the canceled Fall Salmon Run Festival. No salmon, only crawdads. And a few of the salmon fry from last year hiding out in the little marshy areas. I will keep returning until I see the spawning salmon. I can't believe they're not here today. Well, this is going to be an extended long video. Part 2, 3. But we're going to see the salmon and hopefully some bears. Fortunately, Lake Tahoe area has so much outdoor activities. We also have indoor activities. And while up here in Tahoe, we're going to use a room comp. Make our way over to Harvey's, do a little bit of gambling, don't lose money, just add some credit so I could get even more room comps. Possibly a quick dinner over at Wolf, and then maybe in the morning, some salmon bagels, and look for some more bears. Last time I was here, I was looking into Harvey's, and come to find out in the 70s, the lobby was exploded after a bomb was placed in there. They just blew the shit out of this building. But right now it's all replaced, and we're on the new wing with a great view. Oh, I love a free room. Last time we were here, their pool was closed, and we had to go over to Hera's swimming pool. Today, it's open. Well, it'll be closed now that winter's coming, but the gym's open, and catch this pool when you first check in. It's gorgeous. Just a warning, gambling is extremely addictive. Don't spend money that you don't have. I usually put a limit, and I don't go under, and if I start losing, I walk away. It's only about winning, and take your winnings in those room comps. Thanks, Harvey's. Now it's time for some sexy cocktails over at Wolf by Vanderpump. Been waiting to come in here. It's been a few weeks. We've returned to Tahoe, hoping that the salmon have been able to spawn. We got Fallen Leaf Lake, and it runs down Taylor Creek all the way to Lake Tahoe right here. And the fish spawn every year back up this creek to the gravel and rock beds in the sand where they want to lay their little precious eggs. It is so windy, the temps have dropped. There's a storm coming in tonight. It is definitely fall. Winter's on its way. Dirk and I, we're going to take a hike on the Thomas Creek Trail up towards Fallen Leaf Lake. See if we could see any salmon and have a nice day. And try not to get blown away or freeze to death. I think we all know what that is. If you know what that is, leave a comment below. I still haven't told my story about camping in Tahoe and a friend in their underwear while I was a child. Well, one day I might. Hey, Major Moxie here. I'm in Tahoe, still looking for some salmon. This is my 4th trip up here. Tomorrow, there's a storm. It's coming in tonight, midnight, some snow. The temps have dropped. It's freezing. Pine cones are dropping. This thing's huge. Still haven't seen any bears, but I did see some salmon. Now this is the part of the video, it gets exciting. I hadn't seen any bears. Well, there was one right across the creek from us. Fortunately, while I'm filming, I make sure I have someone with me to watch my back, so no bears are eating me while I'm filming. And I was just about to film some fish in the water, and Dirk was watching my back with his bear spray, and all he yells out is, "Bear." I had just taken everything out of my pockets, car keys, my bear spray, extra cameras, phone, laid it on the beach, and then I had to scramble, grab my stuff, and I didn't know where the bear was. At first, my brain was waiting for Dirk to say, "No, it's a bush," because his eyesight far away isn't as wonderful as you would think. But then when he said, "Yeah, it's a bear," and I don't know where it went, I definitely decided we needed to get away from the creek. I had him making a bunch of noise. We were making some noise, but it was so windy. I don't think it would have deterred the bear. It wouldn't have been able to hear us making all the noise. And the bear spray wouldn't have worked because we were downwind and we would have coated ourselves. It was kind of a little situation where we thought we were fine until all of a sudden I found the bear on the other side of the bank and it caught eyes with us. And after that, it turned around and started coming at us. Down the trail, crossed the creek, and started following us on the trail. The bear followed us down the trail a couple hundred of feet until it finally got a little distracted, went back to the creek, did a little fishing, but it kept following us down the creek the whole time we were trying to make it back to the car. It got distracted by eating a few salmon, though. The bear just caught a salmon. Unless the bear's up close trying to assault me, this pepper spray gel to ward off being attacked might not really help against bears. Lucky Dirk has the bear spray from Shields. That might actually help. As long as he doesn't spray me with it, we should be good. Our Tahoe salmon are definitely smaller than the larger salmon. These bears have to work extra hard for their tinier little fish. I feel so bad for that bear. He keeps jumping into the logs and the fish just swim away. It's starting to get a little bit late. Dusk is coming and we need to get off the trail before more bears are out. Be safe, be careful, and respect the wildlife. Oh, I had to return and wait for more salmon. Those are just beautiful. What a gorgeous sight. Just imagine laying some eggs, spawning. In a few weeks, they'll all be dead. And this creek will be a smelly bank of rotting flesh. But right now, this is just amazing. The transformation from cute little silverfish, you might get it confused with a rainbow trout even, to this hook-beaked, crazy-jawed, cyber-toothed monster, bright red, hunched back, just looking for a female. Now on this crazy day, I had Hunter watching my back, making sure there's no bears running around. But what's worse than a bear? A park ranger, thinking I'm fishing for salmon and getting in trouble and told not to be on that side of the creek because it's for the bears. So if you come up here, stay on one side of the creek, even though there's no signs. They're posted everywhere about fishing and staying on the path, but no warning signs not to go on the other side of the creek up the way to look at the salmon. But I honestly think that they thought I was fishing. Got in trouble. I thought they were sending the helicopters out to get me, and I was about to shove that SD card so far up where the sun don't shine just to get this video out to you guys. You're welcome. With October just behind us, November coming up, here come the winter storms. They're predicting it should be warmer, maybe wetter. What do you think the snowpack's going to be for Tahoe this winter? I'd like to thank all my new subscribers, and I appreciate all of you. Remember, bears are dangerous.